welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer, and there's Prince in the background doing his thing. So I'm gonna split this up into two parts, mainly because there's so many in this Filthy Elite anthology. Yes, but I'm gonna start with volume 1. So if you didn't know, this is the Filthy Elite anthology. It basically has a full volume, full novels in the anthology. Because you know how some anthologies only go up to 10 chapters maybe, and then you go into the next story. No, this is the full book, and each author gave us a full book, and I love it. But yeah, so I actually first heard about this because of Sam Mariano's Even If It Hurts. This was the first one in it. And if you didn't know, you could only get this in digital form at first. Then Mystic Box decided to do their first physical form and only physical form of this anthology. It's so good. So this is the first volume, and this is what it looks like. This is the naked cover. I'm just going to go through each book. Our prints are going out. Each book in this first volume, and then we'll go into the second volume in the second video. So in volume 1, we have Even If It Hurts by Sam Mariano, Forbidden Deviant Games by Lucy Score, Toxic Hearts by May Sage, Blacklisted by Angel Lawson, and Broken Hearts. I can't read. Broken Brutal Hearts by Eva Chase. Also, each came with their own art print for each story, and you can tell who is it by the name on the back. And we got a book plate for each one. So this is literally my third, copy of Even If It Hurts. And 5 out of 5, it's enemies. Well, not enemies. It's basically a dark bully romance with. Sorry, people are texting me. With there is cheating in here, but it's not the main pair. It's our hero and his crazy girlfriend. Literally, so I actually forgot there was cheating in it the first time I read it, and then the second time I read it, I was like, oh wait, he's cheating on her, but she knows about it. So and she's okay with it because of the storyline. So yeah, 5 out of 5. Even If It Hurts with San Mariano is chef's kiss. You're gonna love it. I love it. I can't tell you anything else besides it's amazing. There is trigger warnings in here because our hero is crazy. He's unapologetic in what he does. So check the trigger warnings if some of the stuff isn't what you are looking for in a hero content. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. But then we go into Forbidden Deviant Games by Lucy Score. I actually gave this one a 3. It was okay. I didn't really need it. I know this is the first volume of Six Boys original story. So I'm guessing this is the prequel to the series that this world is in. It's an enemies to lovers because she is a waitress at a club that he is running for his boss, and she doesn't like him, and she thinks that he doesn't like her, but he actually likes her. It's mafia romance. Nothing to write home about for me. This is my third Lucy Score book. The first one was the one with the soccer on it. Yeah, that was okay. And then By a Thread. So this is my third one, and I'm not really feeling her right now, but it was a good book. Spice, great. It wasn't slow burn either. So then we have Yeah, Toxic Hearts by May Sage. Oh my gosh. This one is 5 out of 5. It's enemies to lovers because of some really like things like does not pertain to our heroine, and our hero just like makes her scapegoat for it because her mother is having an affair with his father, who's still married. But like as the story goes on, you realize that like everything isn't what it seems in the relationship wise, and then like he realizes that he messed up and he tries to make up for that, and she has to see if she wants to do this with him after he's been bullying her for I think like over a year. And when I mean bullying, I mean he's like she lives on his property because her mother's boyfriend, who's her boss, moved them on their property. But yeah, he's also very controlling, very possessive. When he finally gets his like act together, he does some crazy things where I'd be like, oh my gosh, red flag alert. But like, you do you. It was really good. I like the toxicness of it. So, and I do know that like some of the side characters are gonna have their own books. I can't wait because there is a she's a stripper and then a prostitute who is best friends with our main heroine, and they're gonna be together with I think his best friend and like his best friend's cousins. I can't wait for this. So yeah. Then Angel Lawson, she is the co-writer of The Dukes of Ruin and The Lords of Pain. So this one is blacklisted. This one is a reverse harem. Okay, it's a reverse harem, but you don't actually see it. You see it forming in the end. That's my only problem with this book. I gave it a 4.5 because I liked it and I could see where it was going. If they have like a second book for this, like a duet, I'm so here for it. But yeah, in Blacklisted, we have our heroine who's seeking out revenge for her ex-boyfriend and to take down his fraternity. He messed her up. He has like we found out like a whole bunch of shit happened. Like he is horrible. So she gets recruited by one of her suitors to go as a boy and pledge for this fraternity and take it down because he and the university thinks that there's something going on bad at the fraternity and they want to get the fraternity shut down or at least get the people who are in the fraternity who's doing this out. So she decides to do because she wants revenge. She's like, he blacklisted her from any fraternity, or not fraternity, any sorority that she could. No sorority she wanted. We find out that like he was messing with the president of that sorority. It was just a game for him. But as she decides to become a boy, and has to pledge and do all these crazy things when you pledge, his best friend finds out she's a girl. Well, he finds out who she is, and he decides to recruit her into helping him take down his best friend. Keep your enemies close, but your friends closer. Then there is another guy. Oh my gosh, it's just so good. Like, I think for this one, I have to do its own entire video because, like, having this be the be like so short, like I have to explain how she has a reverse harem when you don't see the interactions sexually intimately with her and them all together, and even sometimes like you don't even realize it's a reverse harem until as we get closer to the end, and in one of the suitors all they did is kiss, and then she goes, you know what, never mind, I'll talk about it later. And then the last one is Broken Brutal Hearts. This one is by Eva Chase, and it's called the Cricket Paradise novel. So for this one, it's a reverse harem, and like it's also having to do with the mafia. With I think they're triplets. And our heroine, she is getting used by her family. They had a relationship. All four of them had a relationship when they were younger because they grew up together because her father and their father were business partners and best friends. Her father dies and she has to she's basically sold to her current husband who has tragically died, wink wink, by her hands on accident. But we find out that something happened when they were 16, 17 that ruined their relationship. The boys hate her. She hates them because she found out that they were using her as I want to say like to prove that they could with her, which one could do what to her and all that kind of stuff. And so the backstory is that it might not be true. So it's her finding out that something's going on in her, because the new boss is her brother. Something's going on in her brother's work with them that has put their truce and alliance on the line, and she has to infiltrate their organization, and she does, and figure out what's going on, and if need be, to eliminate all of the threats that are making the alliance in jeopardy. So yeah, this was really good. I gave this one, I think, a 4 out of 5 because there wasn't a lot of smut in this, and it was a lot of plots. Also, like, you're trying to figure out what happened to them, like what made them hate each other, and like it gets hinted at, and it always just keeps getting hinted at, and I kept getting so frustrated because I was like, okay, well, like, show me the flashback of what's going on, but they hardly show the flashbacks. So I was just like, oh my gosh, like here is like the future plot. I'm really trying to figure out why you guys hate each other and what's going on, because I know some miscommunication. Like, come on. Yes, this was really, really good. I love this. This was like my favorite volume because I literally only like had a 3 in 1 of the stories out of this, and I loved every single one else. Like, love hardcore and will buy, because I've already bought the Toxic Hearts because the physical or the release version has a epilogue, which isn't in this version, so I had to buy that in order to read. And yeah, I I know I'm talking fast, but I don't like. Oh my gosh, I'm just like really happy about this volume. This volume was really, really, really good, and I truly am happy that I got this. Oh my gosh, I'm truly happy I got this. Also, we love bad boys, so that is it for volume 1. I will put volume 2 up maybe later on next week, and that volume is going to have Michelle Hercules, Faith Summers, Lexi Archer, and Emma Weir with Charnel Recule. So yes, this is, some of these I was pleasantly surprised, and some of them I was just like, oh, okay. And I can't wait to tell you about these too, because there's one in here that I really, really want as its own, and I want more of it. But yes, I am Lady Lauren Explorer. I post a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Sunday. So please be subscribed so you can figure out what's coming up. I also do book reviews, book recs, and book hauls. So I hope to see you all in my next video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!